Alright, this video is not going to be a fun one. It's going to be an informative one. So I'm going to keep it a little low-key. Where I am is I'm at the base of the A.A. Willis Bridge, I believe it's called, which is leading from Memphis into Arkansas, right across. That's the Wolf River there, which flows into the Mississippi River and goes across. So I was just in Arkansas taking a look around, came back across the bridge, and now I'm going to go down this boat ramp in this marina and show you something. A lot of bug bites on my forehead, I recognize that. But that's Memphis heat. The humidity, it's sweltering out here. And on May 29th, 1997, it was hot as well. Very, very hot, I'm assuming, because Jeff Buckley went for a swim here in the Wolf River. Now, if you don't know Jeff Buckley, amazing, talented musician. If you're a child of the 90s, you know Jeff Buckley. His father was Tim Buckley, a folk artist, very successful in his own right. Then he went and did other sorts of types of music. But Jeff Buckley was a rising star, and he was here in Memphis. His band was flying in to meet him. Himself and a roadie came out here, and Jeff Buckley went for a swim in the river. And it looks shallow, I'm going to show you right now, and it looks safe, but apparently it's got some pretty deadly current and undertow. And a tugboat came along and swept him along. He got caught in the pull of the tugboat. What do you call it? The wake of the tugboat. And took his body all the way downriver. But here's the actual location. A lot of people have been wondering, I read online about where it actually happened. This is it. This is the boat marina. This is where he walked off into the water. It's a really beautiful spot. And you can see there's a pretty big boat there. There's a lot of boats stored up there. That's the Pyramid. That's a Bass Pro Shops. I'm not sure what else. You see Mud Island in the background. And another bridge. But this is where it was set up. This is where they set up, Jeff Buckley and his friend. And they were playing a Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin, and Jeff Buckley walked into the water. And his friend turned around, I think to fix a stereo or something is what he said, on a flat rock. Now, there's a lot of rocks here. It could be any of them. Let's say, for instance, it's one of those ones up there. See, just past the black car. That's where they were sitting, possibly. And Jeff Buckley walked in here, leather jacket, jeans, boots. I think leather jacket, definitely boots on. And went into the Wolf River right here. It looks so calm and peaceful, the water. Like, really calm and peaceful. It does not look dangerous at all. And on a sweltering late spring night, I can see why maybe this looks refreshing and you would want to go in. And it's warm too. It's not cold. His body was carried all the way downstream and discovered a few days later at the foot of Beale Street, which is somewhat appropriate because Beale is the heartbeat of Memphis. It's where all the bars and clubs are, the music scene is, and Memphis obviously has a very vibrant music scene. That's why Jeff Buckley was here to record an album. But his album, Grace, is now considered one of the greatest albums of all time. Rolling Stone named him, I think it was in the top, maybe it was number 29, and I've got a lot of numbers in my head, number 29 or number 37 of the greatest singers of all time. Listen to Grace, but if you want to listen to one song by him, obviously, like Jeff Buckley fans will say, that's not his best song, but his most well-known song is a cover of Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. and you really hear the range of Jeff Buckley's voice and how beautiful it was. And it's a tragedy that he's gone so soon. So it was May 29th, 1997, so 21 years. If you watch some of the old news reports or read some of the old news articles, they talk about it was a boat launch that under the bridge that he walked down. And this is indeed the boat launch. Those are all new housing developments there. They weren't there 20 years ago. But here is where Jeff Buckley went for a swim. I guess I'm just trying to wrap my head around it about how something like water is so peaceful, and it doesn't even look deep, but it must get very deep the forever here, and when a boat goes through, it just must create quite the current in the undertow. Because he'd been swimming in here before, from what I had known. It wasn't the first time, and there was no alcohol, no drugs, nothing like that found in his system. He was stone cold sober. So it wasn't as if, it's not like drugs or alcohol had anything to do with it. I guess it's just an accident. I don't know if I would just walk into a river, start swimming, but he knew the water, apparently, and it doesn't look deep at all, but I guess he just went too deep and didn't see that it was nighttime. And then the boat just came along, and either he got caught. Also, another theory is he got caught in some branches underneath. When the boat, like the engine, swirled around, then it twisted him around, and he got caught underneath in some branches. That's another theory. And then finally, a few days later, as the branches loosened their grip on Jeff Buckley, he floated down the river. One of those artists that he would have been right up there with some of the most famous artists of all time if he had been able to keep going. And after death, he became obviously very popular, as a lot of artists do, and the myth and the legend of Jeff Buckley began. But right here, that's it. You're looking at the place. It's difficult to find. It's hard to get down here. If you do some digging, if you want to come down here and pay your respects, it's possible. I talked to a security guard on the premises up top, and he assured me that I was in the right place. I knew I was anyways, but I always like that reassurance when I'm somewhere that I don't know exactly where I am, make sure I am exactly where I'm supposed to be, well, where I want to be, but also if I'm allowed to be. And yeah, so this is the place. Got a whole lot of love for Jeff Buckley. And he walked right down there and didn't walk out. And it's a shame and it's a tragedy. I'm going to take you over right now at the end of this video and just show you a little bit of the Mississippi River, which is on the other side over here. And you'll see the Mississippi River, but I'll just do that quickly. So from right now, I'm just going to say peace out and rest in peace, Jeff Buckley. And I hope you like this video. And if you think the video is in poor taste, I'm sorry. I don't think it is. I think if someone that you admire, someone who you respect as an artist, whose music you grew up on, want to go and see where they passed away, there's nothing wrong with that. And if you can't get out here, well, I've taken you here. So, that's what I have to say. Let's show you another shot of this bridge. It's pretty cool. Hard thinking of the words. How to put together a video like this. What words to use and how to explain it. And there's the mighty Mississippi flowing downward. and it connects to the Wolf River just down there.